Picture this. The year is 2020. You've been binging ice cream, stuck inside for months, and all of a sudden... Hello, and welcome to the channel. My name is Brandon. I wanted to use this channel as an opportunity to dispel some common nutrition myths and really just give general fitness and nutrition advice. A little bit about me: I have a doctorate in clinical nutrition and I'm also a certified personal trainer. I've worked clinically in the hospital and I also coach clients through nutrition and fitness recommendations. I thought today would be a good time to talk about a very popular diet that I'm sure all of you have heard of. So picture this. The year is 2020. You've been binging ice cream, stuck inside for months, and all of a sudden your favorite influencer releases a video on the new lose fat quickly diet, the keto diet. So if you've somehow been living under a rock and are completely unaware of the keto diet or what it does, it focuses on reducing carb intake to put the body in ketosis or near to it, which really just means that your body will provide energy by breaking down fats instead of from carbohydrates. So normally your body does a little bit of both. So carbs are the current macronutrient being vilified in the media. It usually switches every 10 years or so between carbs and fats. But there's a few problems with this, and we'll mainly focus on cholesterol in this video in terms of keto. So around a third or half of all of my clients have tried keto or a low-carb diet at some point in time, and I'd estimate that about half or so of the ones that have tried keto have wound up with high LDL, or often known as bad cholesterol, from the habits they learned from following a low-carb diet. So what we typically see from keto is, since we're reducing carbs, is a reliance on red meats and oils. So with the meats, the goal is to get a lot of protein in, some fats, usually from fatty red meats, and then of course the oils are a fat source as well. So the problem with this is that we're reducing a lot of healthy foods that can directly reduce the bad or LDL cholesterol. So some of the things that can cause increased LDL cholesterol are, of course, saturated fats and red meats. Those are directly tied to high LDL cholesterol levels. And some foods that might contain that, besides red meat: fried foods, takeout, foods with excess oil, and ultra-processed foods, like think potato chips and snacks like that. Some of the things that lower LDL cholesterol, on the other hand, are, of course, a reduction of those foods, so reduction of saturated and trans fats, and also something not a lot of people think about is an increase in fiber. So fiber can bind to parts of your bile that contain cholesterol, and it causes it to just be removed during regular digestion of foods. And then I'd say the last thing for lowering LDL cholesterol would be your HDL cholesterol, also known as good cholesterol. So this has the nice ability to go through your bloodstream and remove excess LDL cholesterol. So you might be asking, what are some ways to increase your HDL cholesterol? Something as simple as walking, getting your 8,000 steps in a day, increasing your healthy or unsaturated fats, so things like olives, olive oil in moderation, avocados, nuts, fish are a great source. And then again, limiting those ultra-processed foods will encourage your body to produce that HDL cholesterol. So when we hear carbs, we often think of breads and pastas, very processed foods. But technically, fruits, vegetables, whole grains, they're all carbohydrate-rich foods. Except the main difference is the large array of micronutrients and fiber content in those whole natural foods. So for this reason, we really want to focus on increasing the intake of the nutrient-dense rich food groups. That's really all I have for this time. I wanted to experiment with shorter videos as I get more comfortable behind the camera. Let me know what you think and if you have any suggestions for other videos, but I just want to say be well and thanks for watching. See you next time.